Hey y'all, APG Jamie here. Welcome to the channel. I'm happy that you're here too. So today brings us hashtag 4th Art Saturday. It is an open collaboration. I'll get to further information in a minute. Our word prompt, inspirational word prompt for June, is techno, which happens to be a form of music. Or if you want, you could actually even go technology. I mean, it's artistic interpretation, y'all. And we're to use plastic of some sort. Okay. This year we're going with the inspirational word prompt and an item. Now it may not be a specific item, and it could be faux even for that matter. I mean, artistic imagination, y'all. And techno. I thought, how can I convey techno with ink? So I got out my Distress Oxide because, I love Distress Oxide. I'm okay with majority of, I like all musics, y'all. I'm some of them really rough rap ones, not so much. And some of the really rough metallic screaming stuff, not so much. But the majority of people in bands and stuff have at least one song that I probably like. And I probably know because I know a lot of songs. I can't read music. I don't know what's up and what's down on a musical scale. But, I have musical interlude. Not right now. Anyway, we are using Distress Oxides. I have a piece of craft mat there. And I have a piece of plastic. It's probably looks like it's off of a giant Ziploc bag of some sort underneath that. And I'm just squishing out little bits of the ink pad onto the craft mat, spritzing it with distilled water because that's what I keep and what I recommend for you to keep in your spritz bottles and your water brushes, that kind of thing. Distilled water, people. And squishing it around, smooshing it around with a large handled silicone brush. Instead of using my finger, you can use your fingers you want to. You can smack another piece of plastic on top. Oh, we're working on top of plastic. That's our item for the day. Well, that's not a piece of plastic. Well, okay. Just forget I even mentioned it. Anyway. So, information about the open collaboration. That means you can join in if you are inspired and want to. You can make a video, you can do pictures, whatever. Okay. Open collab. What you want to do is share your video and our pictures as inspired by the prompt. Use the hashtag, please, in your title and our description. And please invite your viewers, friends to play along. Join when you can. Interpret the prompts as you like. Please keep it family friendly and no sales pitches, please. You may do process or show and tells with or without talking, with or without music. Please tag or otherwise mention @APG Jamie in your YouTube description so that I may get to watch your video if YouTube notifies me. They're fairly good at it. If you want to share and post to Instagram, please tag or otherwise mention me. That's @artistpoetgirl. And please use the hashtag 4th Art Saturday. Hashtag Open Collab. It should help me to see your posting of pictures and our videos. And if you go on the Facebook, likewise, you could tag me there. And yeah. So we're going to stamp out these images. And this happens to be deep red. Oh, there's a list of ingredients in the description below the video. Okay. I did not list out all the colors of the Distress Oxide that I used on account of I used a lot of different colors. Use what you have, y'all. Use what colors make you happy today. Okay. All right, so we stamped about, and I'm just going to hit it with heat gun. We've done a lot of heat gun while I was not looking, okay, while I was reading information, right? Heat gun, y'all, a lot. So just hit it with heat gun just to dry it before I start fussy cutting them out. I'm trying to cut outside of the line, even though I trim a bits of the line off from time to time. But you know, that's just kind of how it goes when you're fussy cutting or cussy cutting, depending on how you look at it. And I am aware not everybody likes fussy cutting. You got some die cut images? By golly, use them. You want to stamp directly on your background? Do that. You want to draw on your background? You can do that too. Okay? Now, I chose to leave my stamped images plain stamped images. You can color them if you want to. Depending on what kind of ink you used, of course, depends on what you can color with, whether it's watercolors, gelatos, distressed crayons, pan pastels, alcohol markers, color pencil. Yeah, you know, make your ink work with whatever you're going to do. Or in my case, take the lazy way and don't color them at all, because you don't have to. There is no law, just self-rules that you may or may not colorize your images. Now, this is the larger of the images. Oh, what am I making? I needed basically a generic encouragement greeting card. Excuse me, my voice, y'all. Excuse my voice and my accent, y'all. Anyways, I really want to get well card, but I don't want to say get well, you know. But I do, but I don't. Just basic encouragement. Feel good. I love you today. I'm thinking of you today. I think of lots of people every day. And typically when I think of people, I say a little prayer for them, because, you know, might be a reason I'm thinking of them. I don't necessarily have to know. Just saying. So I pulled out a piece of deli paper, and I forgot to put that in the ingredients. Hopefully I'll remember. If not, please know I'm stamping on deli paper. I like it. It's a fairly sturdy, very lightly waxed paper they wrap deli sandwiches in. And I trimmed it down to an approximate size to go inside my greeting card. And I thought, you know what, let's ruffle up those edges, deckle the edge even. And deli paper is very thin. It is not necessarily happy to be cut with trimmers of any sort. Of course, it would have been better if I'd have put a piece of scrap paper underneath there and trimmed the edge. It would have been just fine. Evidently, I wanted to go the hard way today. So we've done that, and this is basically to show you that I am rounding most of the corners. Some of them just get a couple of rounds. Some of them get different size corner rounds. Some of them are going to get their corners lopped off, because we are going sort of abstracty for Techno. Okay? Techno is almost basically an electronical musical genre. So there are different types of sounds in the music, and it can have some sharp changes, and it can have smooth changes too. I mean, yeah, music, it's like art. Rhyme no reason? Who knows? So I'm going to use some double-sided tape, and I call that a tape gun. It is an advanced tape glider, and a lot of times we call it a gun because it's got a trigger on it. Anyway, double-sided tape, about 1/4 of an inch wide, I guess it is. This is my plastic. This is the plastic netting off of a bag of fruit or a vegetable of some sort. I don't particularly know. This color is a tan-ish, But when the light shines through it, it almost looks goldy, a little slightly goldy. And I thought that's perfect. And I did have enough for all four, because I'm making four. You know, I got four backgrounds. Might as well make 4 cards. And trim it around. I used sharper scissors later, which cut much better. Anyway, the double-sided tape is sticky, and it should hold down this pretty good. I'm going over it with an anti-static pillow that I made myself. It has cornstarch or something in it. It's cornstarch, I'm pretty sure. And it just dusts over the sticky part of the exposed double-sided tape. And I think I go over that twice to help eliminate the stickiness, because we don't want it sticking to our envelope, you know. And we're going to use double-sided tape on the back of our images, and we're also going to use some art glitter glue. It's like my second favorite glue. And I have chosen black cardstock because I really liked the abstract punches of it, the way it just all looked together and coordinated together. And they're all the same but different. Y'all know how I am. Okay. And it would have been quicker if I'd have went assembly line, but I kind of assembled each card on its own. They're sort of the same but different. And I decided to ink around a card base. That is a thin card base. I don't know where it came from. I got it somewhere. It's a pre-made, so there we go. There's our inside sentiment. It says believe and sparkle. See, encouragement. Feel better. Get well soon. I believe you sparkle. We sparkle together. So I'm just going to put a little double-sided there towards the centerist, because we're going to work in our black pieces of cardstock. I'm not giving you any measurements because they don't exist. Not really. You know, I'm trimming that around to fit around to double-sided tape I got on the back. Just need a little bit off of here. And this particular card, all the edges got rounded. One of the cards, just a few edges. I did it. It's stylish, y'all. Wait till you see the photo montage, because you're only going to see me assemble 2 cards. This one with the plastic fruit net like this, and I'll wait till we get there to tell you what the other piece of plastic is. You'll see. And I did really good at keeping just about everything straight except on the last card. Some of that got a little wonky, but you know, that's the way it goes with handmade. Oh, here's our other piece of plastic. This is off of a potato bag from Aldi grocery store. Their potatoes come in this semi-solid bag, but it's got this part. And this is almost a clear-ish. Again, this one's tan, but it's a different color. I would call this slightly more pinkish, depending on what you put it next to. And this particular plastic went better with this particular background. As you may have saw, most of the backgrounds were different. 2 of them were mostly the same. But the goldy plastic worked really well. But I liked this color on this one better. So that's what that is. And we applied it the same way with double-sided tape. I mean, a little bit there because it was trying to fold that. Depends on how you wad up your plastic stuff, whether it's going to get wrinkles or not. Anyway, putting the anti-static stuff on there to stop some of that double-sided tapeness. And I'm not necessarily centering the background on the cards. I know, you get to see 2 of them. Double-sided tape. Art glitter glue. This is a mixed media project, y'all. Anytime you use more than one mix or one type of media, it's mixed. Graphite pencil, crayons, mixed. Paper, pencil, mixed. Ink, mixed. Just saying. That's a big honking piece there, and I thought, oh, it's not going to work. So I have to go back and trim it out. Just a little, I mean, you know. I know a more together person, an actual true card maker, would have already known how to do all this. I make cards, but I'm not necessarily a card maker. I do enjoy making them, though. It's like everything I do. If I'm not enjoying it, chances are I will not do it again. Chances are. So we've got our envelopes, and I'm just stamping a little image on the front of the envelopes. Typically, it's a good idea to decorate your envelope just a little bit. You don't have to do a lot. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. So, moving along. Oh, this is the back of the greeting cards. I'm going to put my name on the back because I sometimes remember to do that. I'm doing much better, you know. Takes years and years of practice. Here we go. Flip-flop, y'all. I added a diamond, one generous sized diamond on each one. It's the sparkle part, y'all. These were fun, and I think they are very elegant looking and abstracty, and they're entertaining to look at. And hopefully they can be removed from the card base should one want to use it in a journal. One could cut it apart and use it as a pocket, or whatever one should happen to do. Look, there they are. I know two of the images are the same, but that's just how it goes. Ta-da! Photo montage. I hope you can play along, and if you don't make videos or share pictures, I hope you can still play along. It is an open collaboration. See that? Can you see the difference in the plastic? Well, and let's go ahead and throw up. I don't want to throw up. That's not what this. Throw out there that the diamonds are plastic gems. They're flat-backed gems, y'all. They are glued on. Anyways, I am so happy with this. I love these stamps, and I forget about them. And, you know, sometimes I rearrange stuff, and I'm like, oh, yeah, let's use that. So, and sometimes I gather stuff and just put it in a basket, and then one day I'll make something with whatever's in the basket. That's just how it goes. Anyway, hashtag 4th Art Saturday, Techno plus plastic, accomplished. Open collaboration, play along when you can. I appreciate each and every one of you. Kind comments, likes, shares, and subscriptions. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy artin', y'all. Listen to some techno.